Because I attempted this earlier. That's why. That's why. But, uh, take two. Hopefully, my stream. I've adjusted some settings again. This time on Twitch side. Hopefully, that is enough to not crash. Uh, Oops. Hang on. There we go. Now my thingy's here, and I've lazily color shifted to look slightly more red and green. That's all it takes. I was tempted to a new, like, alternate version of this for this being my this, you know, I'm throwing myself around right now for all of your entertainment. I was tempted to do one with that sweater, the Turnabout Goodbyes Christmas sweater that I'm very sad that I did not purchase when it was a thing, and now I can't have it because it was limited time. But that wouldn't read very well because my little Jazminka here has a stupid little bucket of popcorn or whatever. Bucket of some kind of unidentified edible matter. Or maybe it's inedible. She's just eating it anyway. Wouldn't put it past her. Not to take away from this, but just opened a pack in Pokemon TCG Pocket. I got a Machamp EX as the first pull. Is this a God pack? No, it's just something happened to my stream while I was looking away. I don't know what kind of something, because I was looking away. Didn't get anything cool other than Machamp EX, by the way. I'm here opening cards, and Edgeworth may or may not have killed a man. I don't know, I guess they say innocent until proven guilty. And here's Maya. We know her from all the time that we've spent with her. And just trust me, you know who she is. She's the funny girl. Right now, she wants to stand underwater. Anybody can breathe underwater if you just have a cup. It was the brakes. Oh, I can't just skip text apparently. I mean, my objective here is for this to become a Christmas tradition. Streaming this funny game. This case of this funny game, not even the whole thing. Who knows, skipping dialogue might be good. But also, I'm gonna run out of things to talk about, so I'm probably gonna have to read dialogue out loud. Anyway, Edgeworth is 24, and that's the most important thing that the news said. The fireman yelled at me. Hang on. We gotta do this first. Look at my budge. You know, I think it's developing a nice luster. I'll look at your badge later. We've got work to do. But what if... What if I did it again? It's developing a really nice luster, though. You think it's getting shinier every time I click this button? I hope so. But I like being aimless. I'm sure that I could come up with like a million bits in this one room. Like, look. It's Charlie. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm ending the bit. I'm ending the bit. I'm doing the thing that I'm supposed to do now. Aside from clicking off of the window. It's true, Maya. We've all been here one time or another. Every person on Earth has their time to go to prison. Sad, but it has to happen. He faded away. Well, I guess that ends this trial. He's been reduced to atoms. Oh, he reconstituted. That's great. I wouldn't be in a good mood after fading away either. You know, this is a... my dang stream, I think, had a hiccup again. Anyway, this is a very, sad line to see when you're trying to run a comedy stream. Nobody use that against me, okay? I should turn the game volume up. I forgot that I turned it down for something. Normally I'd like my volume so quiet. It's quiet as mouses. Quiet like meese. That probably has gotten in the way of like me making videos. I have no idea what a normal volume is because I look... My computer's Mac volume, like, I set it to 20%, though I am using headphones, so, like, that's probably fine. But then I also, like, set every volume slider I see to, like, half-mast. So, like, I don't know what any volume is. I'm pretty sure that I, like, uploaded fully confident a video to my YouTube not that long ago that was like stupid quiet, but maybe it's okay if you turn the dang volume up. I don't even know. So I think this might actually be part of the normal progression. Let me defend you. But did you do it? Wiener. I was calling him a wiener, not just saying wiener for no reason. Well, we've officially gotten farther than I got last time. Somehow. Well, I guess the somehow is I didn't have to stop because Twitch was disconnecting too hard. Alright, let's talk to the guy, the gumshoe. Yeah. So, thanks to this game, I found out that gumshoe is like a term for detective. And like that, there's a Pokemon named Gumshoes. I'm sad that people don't associate that Pokemon more with Detective Gumshoe, and instead say that it looks like Donald Trump. I like this guy better. Maybe we could vote for him. You think he could president? Sounds like an easy job. You just gotta like be in a place. A white place, whatever it's called. I think they put you in a mountain or something. They put you in a mountain and that rushes or something, but it never rushes enough or whatever. What else do they do? I think that's it. I think I covered everything. It was bizarre how they transformed several of early presidents into giant stone heads and put them on a mountain. But like, I guess that's normal. He kept saying right over and over in a very heterosexual way. Does it matter which one I say? I don't remember this option. I imagine it probably doesn't matter. Like, he probably just says, we don't got the autopsy report yet, so just come to the precinct whenever. Well, here's Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend, even when there's a murder. See, is winter. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? Does it turn me into a poet? Only chat can tell. Is this more tree dialogue? Yeah. We're just repeating about the trees. I'm a regular Lorax. This lake is lame. Not even Wowzer's worthy. Is there even anybody at that? And, you know, winter would probably be a horrible time to sell hot dogs in a hot dog stand. What was that? I do not remember the popper at all. I think I have an idea of what it's for, though. Yep, that's it. That's what I thought. My perfectly gunshot sounding party popper. Okay, same dialogue. We can't talk to her yet. Do you like my badge? Hey, it had a nice luster. It sounds cool. Dead bodies are awesome. It happened on Christmas Eve. That's like, an amount of time from now. Just full on looking at the date and realizing, I don't want to count. Something. Alright, that's an event. That's an event done. What else is there? Yeah, this is the thing that happened. Is there anything to actually examine here, or am I just, looking at things? It's closed because it's Christmas. Don't know about the murder, though. Might not be closed because of the murder. No, he isn't. It's the plot. It's the plot threads all coming together that I skipped over. Is that everything here? You wanna look at my thing? Not really. Time of death sometime on the 24th or 25th. Caused one bullet shot to the heart. Autopsies, and I don't know. Probably supposed to be more thorough than that, right? He had a hole in him. I'm gonna wager that a lot of heart is done now. Oops, I went back. Oops, I walked in a giant circle. Beach. And then the woods. Yeah, there's a pop-up. That means that we're in a place where something's about to happen. Or a place that we've never been before. It appears to be a photograph of the Hell Valley Sky Trees from Super Mario Galaxy. I don't think my answer changes whatever happens next, but I am debating which one will be funnier. The music fades out and fades back in. It's following her around. Oh fuck, it's almost Christmas. I think Santa's mad at you. You know Santa? Older sister's little sister. Yep, he sure was. How did he get a bottle anyway? Like the joke with him is that he's like a fail boy. I never knew. Eh. he, man, he is just tapped out. Tell me about the dogs. Look, there's some kind of thing. And we stole that $1 million article for no reason. Is there anything else that we have to do here? You want to look at this? Maya didn't even exist yet. She wasn't born until she became on the screen. She popped out of Mia's wound. I said wound because she got hit in the. You would know if you played the game. Okay, now I don't really know where I'm supposed to go and head to. Have we... How much do we need to get on day one? I mean, the game will, like... It's not like I it's possible for me to, like, screw up and miss something. Hang on, I gotta show you my budge. It's developing a nice luster. Oh, you know, the nice luster of my badge. I do that too. And I guess what we do is say, hey, this guy that you probably knew died. So, back when I was, like, first getting into this series and, like, you know, in full hyperfixation mode and the L6 incident, in full hyperfixation mode, I also watched the live action movie that they made about this game. Most of it was, in fact, this very case. And I'm not sure what the general consensus on that movie is, like, but I thought that they did something pretty interesting with Robert Hammond, like, actually showing him being kind of, like, a bit of a jackass. I think Grossberg is kind of talking about it now. I probably missed it. In the movie, he, like, gets the defendant off on like, what's it, insanity plea, and, like, that doesn't really help him any. It fucking ruins his life. But before we rush off with this suspense thing, let's do the Brett. Has he not mentioned that there was a case about Edgeworth going on now? Hey, take a look at this. It's one of my possessions. So, what did he say to tell Edgeworth about me? Which one is it? Misty Faye. Well, it helps that I've been here before. I've seen this before, Edgeworth. We're going to be in a time loop if I actually, like, follow through and make this into an annual thing. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident. You, you know, you say that, but you got people off with some fucked cases already, Phoenix. But, like, I mean, I guess that's like the power of fantasy of Phoenix, right? Of, you know, successfully getting somebody off the, not only, like, off the hook of the crime, but also, like, proving it so hard that, like, find the real guy, and also fucking, there's no way that anybody would still be out there thinking that the guy did the thing. Also, I just flat out was not paying attention. Do we show him this again? Guess not. You like this? I can't think of anything I want to say about that. No, I'm not gonna be rude. He doesn't seem like he's gonna stand up anytime soon. He's just gonna sit there. Is this the end of this first investigation phase? See you in court. To be continued. Immediately. I would at least do the first trial day. I'm not going to commit to the full case in one sitting. Though, granted, I don't know how long it is. And here we meet Manfred von Karma. There's the bastard. For what? What kind of voice would I give Von Karma? Cause like his objection sounded like fucking demonic. He goes like, objection. I cannot do that for like a whole thing. Just imagine like decisive evidence and decisive witness. That's gonna destroy me. But it is also kind of funny. Do I sacrifice my throat? My throat is already like bad. I can't be sacrificing that. But it is so funny. I guess that's kind of like my constant state of, do I annihilate myself for the bit? Am I that committed? The boat started to move and fused with another boat, it would seem. You're the one that's supposed to be handing down these proceedings. Alright. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. You received a call from a man? Yup. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? And there it is. That woman is the man who came to the forest. Man, it's fucked up how you're such a good prosecutor when people can barely understand what you're saying. Oh, that was a bad idea. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. It's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Shut the fuck up. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. Has he done that with every state press? Yeah, and he's gonna be like, why fuck it around? I need to recover my voice. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It did strike the bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please provide your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Yeah, it sure was. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. That's not a laugh. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order. Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking to imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. You plebeian, loser, dipshit, and fucker. Actually, Judge, you do. It's me. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol which, as you may recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. You know, I feel like I'm not very good at keeping a consistent voice for, like, a character. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. Wait. My dang throat. I fucked it up by doing that guy, Manfred. Okay, let's try an Edgeworth voice. What would, there are some multiple interpretations. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I could come up with. How am I gonna convince anyone of that? How I... No. Don't be sad by, Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? Okay, now I've got to figure out Voice for a lot of heart. Okay. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. That wasn't very good, I don't think. He just did not explain what that means at all. Yeah, sure, probably. Okay, we could try and do a better voice this time. I should not have done Von Carbo. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was... That's almost the line. He knows. He knows it's Christmas. He's on Christmas. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Is that the whole statement? Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, no, I'm the one who says there. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. And for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture, clear enough for you. Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yes, sir. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Right, not meaningless babble. But Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to a witness. To what end? There was a nary thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. Enough. I think we have heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. I just used my Von Karma, something kind of close to the Von Karma voice for the judge. Dude, fucking got him. The judge is having a fucking hard time. Judge, take my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Montcarver, but I cannot. What? Miss Lana Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. Well, he is in contempt of court. No. Listen to my gross throat sounds while I adjust my voice. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Well, very well. I say you will leave the courtroom immediately. I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Wright. I will not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. What will Maya say? Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can. Oh, shit. We actually got a penalty for that. I didn't think there was anything in the first game that penalized you for pressing a statement. Though, like, there's only 2 things to do with this statement, so, like, whatever. So now we have to, like, actually think. What? I don't remember well enough. I think there's 2 things. Well, I could present the photo. Yeah. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time I do, I yell objection. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film that's still somehow black and white, right? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men in the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in a testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart, what? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You use binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types that never find a gal like where I've been. What? I've tripped over my words and now we try to say nobody loves me. You know, Paul Karma didn't even object to that. Your camera. Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Now, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case, therefore I will continue this line of questioning. Maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well, Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to detect pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I will not have you battering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now wait a minute. Consider your testimony. You were saying how it was you saw Mr. Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. If there was heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I'll have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get, I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. What do I present here? Oh, this is like testing my memory. So I know what the end result is. But how do I get there? Do we just throw out you were probably looking for Gordy, or do we say, hey, meteors don't make a loud bang? I guess so. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Well, okay, well, I got the right result, but maybe not the right thinking. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Why, this dipshit. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Oh, the sighting at Gourd Lake. I read that with like a nostalgic inflection for some reason. I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. We do have proof, right? Will it just be the camera again? I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Here is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus the photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. Do they let you, like, reread the article? They don't. I guess you just have to remember. They wouldn't do that in, like, any of the sequels. I know it. You were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? Weren't you? Weren't you? Weren't you? Weren't you? Weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordon for some reason. Little bitch. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Whoops. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to, and I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. You're so fucking lucky that this universe doesn't have, like, perjury. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard that bang, I looked right straight out that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. I feel like I finally nailed down a voice for her, and she's probably about to fucking leave. Okay. I'm like shaken now that I got penalized for pressing there. Cause like I swear this game didn't have... I could have sworn this game didn't have any moments where pressing gets you a penalty. Like, pressing I thought was just supposed to be safe, you could do it whatever you want. Well, that press didn't really accomplish anything. You get your photo and sell to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking a picture at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's what I had as sort of a revelation. I knew I should become a freshman hell of a boobity bap bap boop. Yeah, I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career, and pretty shaky voice acting. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on Luca Lou's Rumor of the Month show qualifies. Last month's show was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper. For real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a friend at university. At a university. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got up about what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually...
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Fuck, I got a lot of heart right now. I'm forgetting Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Because her voice acting would get better than yours. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I've never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. She heard a bang and she thought Gory was out there. I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a pole. What I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. And I saw a flash near one of the men's hands and I heard another gunshot. Oh, is that what I'm supposed to be doing now? Was there nothing on the lake but the... Your accent is infectious. Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was as smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore either. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Oh, the music didn't stop. I fucked up. What do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. It really contradicts the thought. You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay, it's probably this. Fired 3 times. Well, what the fuck? I'm gonna waste all of my health. It totally contradicts the bits. Come on. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die in this courtroom. Your Honor, I'm gonna die. Do I say, yeah, there was something to look at, fucking Gordy? Okay, I guess I do. I overcomplicated it. That's, I guess, the risk of knowing things beforehand. But you are far from normal. Y'all wanna step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well... Well, Now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boats then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat, till now. This is totally uncalled for. But, hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who was shooting at this. Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness? That's enough.
You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it, but you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. You said it'll drop the quality of it, but you should see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. How long, though? It'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? I mean, just always take it. Just always take that option. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me to show it in court not to show it in court in the first place. You fool. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, right?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. Look at what those gas station dick pills have done for you.
I suppose that means that the cross-examination
is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination. I'm doing a completely different voice. This is a new character.
None too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Wait, Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. Okay, object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. Oh, yes, music, pipe it up. Hang on. Turn it up. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. It's this. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding a pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
You know, that's not supposed to be my job.
As we have seen, there were no other people in the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry. I don't think there's any moments in the first Ace Attorney game where you present a profile. At least not in, like, the way that you can in the sequels, where you can present it or evidence, like during a cross-examination. You know, I should probably start save scumming. I do only have 2 bips of health. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot little further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
Yes, you definitely know how long distances are. Order! Mr. Von Conra, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
I see.
Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints of the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders that the defense and the prosecution further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Whew, that was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check out Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, you didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood out was that bang she heard. Okie dokie. Do we pause? Yeah, 3 streams of this. That doesn't sound bad. If I keep up this pace of trial and investigation per stream. It has been almost 2 hours. My throat could definitely use a break. But that's okay. We can do things later or whatever. Hooray.